Yeah, you made an important statement in your book, and I want to put this up on the screen for folks. You say that just because the Cambrian explosion may exhibit some features for which intelligent design is a known cause, does not mean that intelligent design was necessarily the actual cause or the best explanation of those features. You go on to say, only if the Cambrian event and animals exhibit features for which intelligent design is the only known cause, may a historical scientist make a decisive inference to a past intelligent cause. I think that's a very important statement. Explain what you're saying here.
Right, well, this is a point of logic. And when you're trying to do what scientists call retrodict, infer from clues in the present back to causes in the past, you can make a decisive inference when there's only one known cause for the effect in question. If there are many different types of causes which will all produce the same effect, then when you see the effect, it could be any one of those causes that was responsible. But in the case, for the historical scientists, the best case is when you have an effect for which there's only one cause, because then the effect will decisively indicate the cause because there's no other possibility. And what I argue in Darwin's Doubt and also in Signature in the Cell is there is only one known cause for the origin of functional information, information that performs a communication function, and that cause is intelligence. And yet that's precisely the effect that we see in life, that we have to explain in life. It's the origin of the information in the digital code in DNA, and then we've also been talking about this higher level information processing system and the epigenetic information that's involved in building animal body plans.
All right, I think we're going to show them another clip here that's going to explain not only what you're saying, but give them a little bit more evidence about why intelligent design is the best explanation to fit the evidence. Folks, I want you to watch.
As I've reflected on this over the years, I've realized that the same reasoning that applies to the origin of biological information also applies to the origin of the other key features of the Cambrian explosion.
The sudden top-down appearance of the phyla during the Cambrian explosion defies the simple to complex pattern of development that Darwin predicted.
In Darwin's picture, you'd have little differences accumulating to big differences. The top-down picture turns that on its head.
You find first you get new phyla, and then you have some variations on those themes over time. But the new form, the big differences, appear right from the beginning in the fossil record. If you consider the possibility of design, you realize that that pattern makes perfect sense, because we see in our own history of technology this same pattern of top-down appearance in new forms.
You're always working from your high-level objective to your details in order to accomplish the high-level objective.
Only intelligence can visualize a complex endpoint and bring together everything that's needed to actualize that endpoint.
The body designs evident in the Cambrian animals have continued to appear in different species throughout the history of life. Yet though these species share common body plans, they are not connected by a continuous line of intermediate material forms.
The continuity that explains that consistency of form through time is the continuity of an idea. So when we see in the fossil record the same basic idea popping up over and over again, that suggests that a mind has played a role in the origin of that form, of that body plan organization.
Design systems also display another distinctive feature. They are comprised of a network of complex and precisely organized component parts.
You could speak of these in terms of a nested hierarchy. You have the very high-level parameters that specify the whole project goal. Below that, you have layers and layers of more detailed parameters that are needed in order to complete the whole project.
As an example, resistors, capacitors, and transistors are each made from specifically arranged materials. These components are then assembled to form integrated circuits. Circuits are arranged to build computers that are then arranged into networks of computers.
So at each level, there is a specificity of arrangement that's provided in turn by the intelligent designer, the engineer, that keeps the whole system working. Well, what you have in biology is something very similar.
In living systems, genes code for proteins, which are organized to form distinctive cell types, which are arranged to form tissues and organs, which are assembled into body plans, including the plans that arose during the Cambrian explosion.
We know of only one cause in the entire universe that can produce that kind of hierarchical arrangement of form and structure and information, and that cause is intelligence. This is the kind of thing that minds do, but natural undirected processes don't.
Evolution works very slowly, as Darwin saw it, with lots of failed experiments along the way. And one would expect that over millions of years, as sediment is being deposited, that you would capture some of those experiments, some of those linking groups leading to the trilobites that he knew all about.
So the absence of those forms is profoundly mysterious. But from the standpoint of intelligent design, it's not mysterious at all, because we know that intelligent agents can bring things into existence that didn't exist before because they had an idea. They had a blueprint in their minds that they realized in their creative activity. There's no need to tinker through millions of years of evolutionary history if you can actualize a plan at a discrete moment in time. And that's exactly what appears to have occurred in the Cambrian explosion.